Welcome to Basement Apartment DIY. Today I want to talk a little bit about fair housing and explain a little bit about it. Fair housing is a pretty simple concept. The purpose of it is to protect against discrimination of various groups that the federal government has deemed that may need protection. And it's in rental or when you're selling a house. So you can't discriminate against these following groups, or you can't discriminate for color, disability, familial status. So that's kind of like how many kids they have. If your apartment's big enough, you have to rent to them. National origin, race, religion, sex, and then other things that some states also require, and or municipalities, is sexual orientation, marital status, and source of income, like if they have used Section 8. And there may be some other categories as well. But luckily, as this applies to basement apartments, the federal government has made some exemptions. And the state exemptions could be a little more restrictive or not less restrictive. But the exemptions are if you live in a building that has less than 4 units, so a house with a basement apartment certainly qualify, then you don't have to worry about fair housing, most of the law. The one caveat is they still don't let you advertise in a way that is discriminatory. So if you said, nice religious people only, or nice Christian place, or said no children, or no Section 8 housing, if the federal government doesn't let you discriminate against Section 8, but some states don't. So if any of these, then you could, if you had a big apartment complex, you'd be fined a heavy amount if you discriminated. But discrimination is a little tricky because say somebody comes up that's well qualified and has 3 cars, and you only have room for 1 parking spot and maybe 1 on the street, so you denied them. So sometimes you can deny people for reasons that aren't your fault, really, or reasons that are legitimate, but they may think that you're discriminating because of something else about them, their race or their color or their religion. So the federal government made these exemptions, I believe, because small apartment owners, people, and if they're living there, they want to allow you to pick exactly who you want. And so again, the main thing related to basement apartments is if it's a building that has less than 4 units, which a single family home with a basement apartment surely would qualify, then you won't get in trouble for fair housing. Again, unless you advertise. On the advertising, I don't know how much they police that. We live in Mormon country, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and a lot of people will say LDS standards required or something like that. So that may technically be against fair housing because it's advertised, but I don't know how much they'd police that. That's pretty much all I had about fair housing. The only other thing is if you're renting out single family homes and you're not a broker or real estate agent, you're just renting them out yourself, you can have up to 3, and that's the second exemption. So you won't get in trouble if you just have a couple of houses you're renting. Yeah, that's all I have. The purpose of this channel is to help homeowners who have a basement apartment rent that successfully. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe and like the video. And good luck with your basement apartments.